Sabah, hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the most customizable mouse mat that you probably didn't even know existed. It's called the NYX P2 from Gamdias. It has wireless charging, it has RGB that you can customize, but it also has the option to go between control and speed. So many options that you had on a mouse pad that you probably didn't even know existed. This is TK, let's check them out. Here's the box, NYX P2. Again, it's RGB enabled, and you notice that the RGB actually goes all around it. We have three option colors here to tell us the state of the actual charging mat that is enabled on the right side of the mat. So you only get the ability of charging your phone sitting on the right side, and then I'll show you guys where that indicator is. The speed and control that I was talking to you guys at the time is essentially controlled in the surface of the mouse pad. There's two sides to this. One is configured for speed, which is much smoother, easier to glide, and one is more for control, which slows down the connection between the mouse and the mat, and it gives you the ability of just basically being more precise about your movement. And of course, we have all the option to be able to control all of this using the Hera software. So essentially the contents of the box are the gaming mousepad and the micro USB to USB Type-C adapter. So there we have the mousepad itself. As I mentioned to you guys, this is a very customizable one. So the first thing we're looking at obviously is the Qi charging here. It's enabled, and you do need to use your own charger that came with your phone. Now the way you connect it to the actual mat itself is not using this USB-A cable. You end up using this little adapter they include in the box. Now it's a micro USB to USB Type-C. Unless your charger is already USB-C, then you don't really need this. And what you end up doing essentially is turning over the mat and connecting it to the top port. This port will run the cable, which if you just move this a little bit, you'll see right there the connector kind of runs the line, and it gives you access to the wireless charging. And the cool thing about it is you don't actually have to take this off. You just use it at whatever surface you're using. So you put your phone in here and it'll start charging for you. And then you're also able to switch between speed and control. The surface that we have here is currently the speed surface. It's much easier, very smooth, very easy to glide across. And then when we flip over to the control side, we have the ability to basically start using it as control. Now this one's a little bit more rigid, it's a little firmer, and it's easier to control, especially for video editing, productivity on your PC. If you want to play games, just flip it over, put your phone on the charger, and start playing there. As far as the actual RGB, there's a strip of RGB lighting that goes all across the actual unit itself, and you do need to connect it to your PC using this cable to the Hera software, and currently only compatible with PC. Once you install the software, the drivers gets installed, and the only thing you have to do at that point is go through the different options that you'd like to select for coloring, as far as brightness, even as far as the speed. And of course, you have the ability of customizing it to your liking. And if you have an RGB keyboard, a mouse, as well as a mat, at that point, you pretty much have RGB everything just sitting on your desktop, and it'll just augment your experience when you're playing games. The NYX P2 is definitely one of the best mouse pads that you can get for your gaming experience on your PC. We have customizable RGB, Qi wireless charging as long as your phone's compatible with it. Just plug in the brick that comes with your phone and you're able to charge your phone directly on this. And you can switch over between speed and control as far as the surface. It has a non-slip material at the bottom so that you're not moving the mousepad all over the place. And of course, customizations through the Hera software on your PC. For me, I have Gamdias everything, so it just fit into my ecosystem. My RGB chair, my RGB mouse and keyboard, and now the mouse mat also just makes everything run so nicely, and it just makes sense for me. I'm hoping you guys like this. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of the NYX P2? There'll be links in the description below as far as for Hera for the software itself, and of course to where to be able to pick up this NYX P2 and make this in addition to your gaming setup or even your productivity setup, because I think this will work for everybody. The color is basically very nice and it'll fit to any decor. This is TK, thank you very much for the support. Like and subscribe as usual, and I'll see you guys in the next video.